Hello everyone. I will start the first series of videos explaining you a little bit about Fusion 360. We will begin with Fusion 360 because I think that it's a nice activity that you can do at your home right now with the current situation. And while we will begin with Fusion, I will just also be introducing different concepts that are the theory ones, okay? So the first thing we need to do is just install Fusion 360 and register as a student. And after this, in theory, we will be able to just run, double click on Fusion 360, and just wait until it's starting. Okay. So today we will be seeing how to just configure the different commands that you can, like shortcuts that you can just configure in your own software, in your own Fusion version. Okay, it doesn't need to be as the ones that I have. Then we will see how to create a sketch, how to extrude, and how to revolute. Okay, these are the basic functions of Fusion. Okay, so with this you can just begin, and tomorrow we will begin to see different things. Okay, so it's starting right now. Okay, I need to say okay. Continue this because I have the same session in another computer. Okay, I should be able to put it like this. Okay, no, I need just to wait a little bit. Okay, it's starting right now. Let me close this. Okay, so the first thing we will see is this. I will just record everything. Make sure that I'm recording everything. No. Okay. Now I think you can see everything. And now you can see everything. Just let me. Okay, like this. So this is the basic interface of Fusion. Okay, here you have this show data panel. This is where all your data will be stored. So the first thing we are going to make is just go home. Okay, here I have all different projects. You will create a new project called session 1. Click enter. Now it's saving everything on the cloud. Now it's saying you here it's session 1. Double click to open and we'll create a new folder. Okay, part 1. In this folder we can just put the part that we are going to create. Here you can see that inside your project, okay, so we are inside session 1, you have a part that says data and another one that says people. This part that it's people, I can just share here with an email, whatever it is, and this person will be able just to modify the parts, okay? Here you can just open on the web. Here you can just do different things, okay? So if you want to just touch it and things like that, you do it. Okay, so now we have the folder and the project created. We can close. And now we're going to begin with the first thing that you will see. I think it's this quick setup. Okay, you will see this. As I've been familiar using SolidWorks, I just choose SolidWorks. For me, it's the easiest way and it's the best one. You can change here some commands and things like that. And for sure, you just need to work in millimeters, okay? All of you are from the USA, maybe not, but I'm just working with millimeters. Okay, so configure this as you want. and you will be ready. So the basic thing about Fusion we will see in other videos, but as in SolidWorks, you just need to create a sketch, and with this sketch, you extrude or revolute or just make a hole or whatever you want. Okay. So the nice thing of Fusion, it's okay. You just can create things like this, and then you have the modifying tools. Okay. These are the creation tools, the modification tools, in order to assemble different parts. Here you can just see the different ways to just construct different planes and things like that. The inspection tools, okay, section analysis, accessibility for just milling, center of mass, things like this, okay. And if you want to insert a canvas, we will just make a special video on this. You can see here, sit here, or just for a mesh, so you can just improve it or add the XF, okay? But now we are going to make the easiest part ever, okay? So how do we begin? First of all, we click over sketch, okay, in the model design, click over create sketch. And now we select one of the planes, okay? So for example, we are going to work on the XY plane. One click over this plane. And now we're just going to draw whatever we want. Okay, so here we have the different drawing tools creation. With these ones, we can just modify what we've created. Here you have the constraints, okay, to say, okay, this line is going to be horizontal, vertical, whatever. You have all here. With these ones, you can measure and things like that. And in order to say that it's a construction line, what does it mean, a construction line? A construction line, it's that one that it's not going to be recognized in order to just make the extrusion, okay? We'll see it. So we are going to make a simple drawing in order just to you then can experiment. So as we said, we are just going to go back, okay? Create a sketch, select a plane, for example, 2-point rectangle, and you will see this. This is because we have enabled the 3D sketching module, but don't worry, just you are in the plane that you've selected, and you have now this. What I'm saying about the 3D sketching, don't use this right now, but if I select this one, I can just draw something like this, okay? And if now I select this one, I can just draw something like this, as in SolidWorks, okay? And now you have a 3D sketch, but we don't want to use this right now, okay? So now we have this rectangle, but we need to just give them dimensions. How do we do it? With sketch dimension. When you just wait over the icon, you can see sketch dimension, and between parentheses, you see a D. This is because if I click the D button on my keyboard, D, automatically it just selects this. Okay, so we will say, I don't know, 50. Now I can just, the command stills, if I want to just leave this command of dimension escape, D. If I click escape, I leave it. If I click D, in this case, I just can, here we will see 45, okay. Now we have this, and as we can see, it's all in black. So that means that it's completely fine. So now we can create an extrusion or a revolution. Okay. So the first thing that we are going to make is just to extrude this because it's the basic. Okay. So we click finish sketch. Then we go to create. Okay, you will see different. This is not meant to be here. Create extrude. Okay, you see here an E. If I click here, I can just select the face and extrude it. Okay, but also if I click the E on my keyboard, it's automatically. Okay, so now I can just extrude this 50 millimeters. You can just modify here the distance 60. Okay, 60. It's okay. Enter. Okay, and now we have our first volume. Okay, now you can see here that you have one body. what are we going to do now? Now we're going just to create a simple hole. Okay, we can just say, okay, we want a hole in this face. Select this face with one click, then create sketch, and it's automatically selected. See, okay, now we have these different like define points in order just to create to position our circle. If we click C, control, it is not more desktop, but okay, so we can just define it as we want. Place center point, boom. Okay, so here we have our circle defined as we said before, or we go to sketch dimension, or we click D, 20, escape. We can see it's in blue, so it is not defined because I can move it. Okay, so you need to just have it blocked. D from dimension, we can just go here, yep. D, and point the other 20, 20. Okay. A nice thing of Fusion, I don't know, I don't remember if in SolidWorks it's the same, but if I would just want to be this dimension equal to this one, we have several ways to do it, but I can click over this one, enter. Okay, so here I say 30, it's 30 and 30. Okay, here say 25, 25, 25. Okay, and the same with this one. Okay, just delete it and just say this one. You have it. Okay, so we have our sketch, we finished the sketch, and now we can go to extrude, or we can just make a hole. We're just going to use the extrude function because it's the basics. So now we can select this face. No, we want to just make a hole with this face. If I go up, it automatically says me, hey, I'm joining these two bodies. If I go down, it says me, I'm cutting it. But sometimes you can say, hey, join. It is not going to create anything, but or just intersect or cut. Okay, in this case we are just cutting. So it is going to be cut. Okay. And now to finish this first video, we will just make some just fillets and chamfers. Okay, it's easy to do it here in the modification tools. Modify, fillet, 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 and then we say 2 millimeters. Now, if I try to select another line, I can't. So I need to just press Control, and while I'm pressing Control, I can just select another entities. Okay. So now I'm pressing Control and selecting other ones, and now I have it. If I want to deselect, just while pressing Control, just click the entity that you don't want to fillet. Okay. You can just add here another kind of fillet. Okay, for example, this one I want it to be 20. So now you have fillets of 2 and a fillet of 20 on the same operation. And just to finish, we're just going to create a chamfer here, 1 millimeter. Okay, and that's our final part. Okay, so let me know if you have doubts. I wish that you can just begin to work with this tutorial, and just to save, just select session 1. You can just now here see part 1, save. Okay, now it's saved. On the next session we will talk about different ways to save the parts and just the version control that Fusion has, that it's incredible. Okay, so thank you very much. See you tomorrow.